A young cleric oversleeps and misses morning mass again. He tells himself it's harmless, but when Don Bosco finds him later that day, he asks him one gentle question that devastates him. The Miracles and Prophecies of Saint John Bosco, a project of America Needs Fatima. I'm your host, Adrian Fonseca. Subscribe for new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Welcome to the Miracles and Prophecies of Saint John Bosco. I'm Adrian Fonseca. These videos exist to share timeless wisdom from Saint John Bosco that can inspire you to grow closer to Christ and Our Lady. Today's story is about how Don Bosco actually built holiness into his boys through quiet, almost invisible corrections. And I think it's exactly the formula that a lot of us are missing right now. After the story, I want to ask you something, so make sure to stick around because I genuinely love to hear your answers in the comments down below. But first, let me take you back to a freezing morning at Valdoco. A freezing wind cut through Valdoco before sunrise. Frost glazed the courtyard stones. Breath rose like smoke in the dark. The chapel bell rang out sharply through the winter silence. But one young cleric stayed right where he was, buried under his blanket. He'd overslept again. He told himself it was harmless. The cold was brutal. He needed the rest, and surely one missed mass wasn't a disaster. Later that morning, Don Bosco found him. No raised voice, no lecture, just a warm smile and calm eyes. "Oh, how glad I am to see you," he said gently. "And how are you feeling?" "Very well, thank God," the young man answered. "So much the better," Don Bosco said. "I thought you were ill. It's been a few days since I last saw you at morning mass." That was it? No humiliation, just paternal concern. But the words landed harder than any harsh correction ever could. And that young cleric never missed mass again. Think about what Don Bosco just told him. He said that he noticed him. He noticed his absence. He thought the best of him, not assuming the worst, and he had concern for his health and his soul. Here's another example. A group of clerics had secretly stashed away a little extra snack for themselves. Nothing scandalous, just a small indulgence. Weeks later, Don Bosco ran into them. He was smiling. "Those of you who study moral theology," he asked, "tell me, in how many ways can one fail by eating?" They rattled off the answers in Latin without missing a beat. Rashly, sumptuously, excessively, ardently, and studiously. "Bravo," he said, and he walked away. That's all. No accusations, just bravo. And they knew immediately that he'd seen everything. Don Bosco's first real lesson for holiness was this: begin by mortifying yourselves in small things, that you may then easily mortify yourselves in great things. Nobody collapses spiritually overnight, and nobody becomes holy overnight either. A careless word, a second helping, a lazy morning, a skipped prayer. These feel small, but repeated day after day, they quietly shape a soul for the worse. And here's another lesson from Saint John Bosco. If we have science without humility, we will never be children of God, but rather children of the father of pride, who is the devil. What that means is that knowledge alone does not make one holy. Without humility, intelligence becomes vanity. Knowledge without virtue can even be dangerous, as it can be used for evil. And vanity will eventually blind us. And before I tell you what all of this actually adds up to, I need to ask you something. How many people in your life could use a reminder like the one that the cleric got? Not a lecture, just someone noticing them with real kindness. And maybe it's a spouse who's been running on empty, or a child who thinks nobody sees how hard they're actually trying. Well, here's what I want you to do. Send this video to that person right now. 10 seconds. Text it, post it. Don Bosco's whole method was noticing people gently. And sometimes the kindest thing that you can do is let someone know that you notice them too. And while you're at it, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. It helps more people to find stories just like this one. And these stories matter, especially the quiet ones like this one that really don't tend to go viral. Alright, Now back to Don Bosco, because there's one more lesson from his memoirs that I think will stick with you longer than anything else in this video. Don Bosco used to tell his boys not to argue bluntly when a discussion got heated. Quote, "Do not always say what you know, but make sure you know well what you say," end quote. Instead of flatly contradicting someone, he taught them to say things like, "It seems to me," or "I suppose," or "if I'm not mistaken." Small phrases, huge difference in how a conversation actually goes. His clerics later said that he treated them with such loving kindness that they gave him total childlike confidence in return. And he'd remind them constantly, "We must not expect to become saints in 4 days, because perfection is acquired little by little through toil." That must have been an enormous comfort to exhausted young men juggling study, prayer, and the chaos of their own era. And honestly, it's a great comfort to me, because a lot of us walk around believing holiness is supposed to arrive instantly in one dramatic breakthrough. Don Bosco is telling you otherwise. Little by little, grace upon grace, confession after confession, the saint gets built patiently, one ordinary day at a time. The great spiritual battles of our time won't be won first in politics or on social media. They'll be won or lost inside the hidden battlefield of your own ordinary day. So what's one small, unglamorous habit that you could start mortifying today? Something nobody but God would ever notice. You can absolutely do what Saint John Bosco did. Begin small, stay faithful in hidden things, and trust that what feels invisible right now might be, by grace, become the beginnings of real holiness. I'd genuinely love to know who in your life has ever corrected you the way that Don Bosco corrected that sleepy cleric. Gently, and in a way that you never forget. Tell me them in the comments down below. Before you go, watch why Don Bosco's perfect sermon was actually a complete failure. It covers the same topic of humility for Don Bosco, when he learned how humility in his sermons has a massive effect on the people of God. So if you want to watch that video, click the link on your screen right now. Saint John Bosco, pray for us. May God bless you, and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you.